this video, I'm going to talk to you about top 4 pros and cons of living in Sunnyvale, California. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Manisha. Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're here in my channel and you want to know everything about living, working, dining, eating, chilling here in Bay Area, California, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on that bell button so that you are notified every time we drop in a new video. We get calls from people across country who are looking to move to Bay Area, looking to move to Sunnyvale, California, and some are even moving within Bay Area, right? So from East Bay, from San Francisco, they want to move to southward. And if you are like one of them, then do make sure to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or ping us on WhatsApp or Signal. However you could get a hold of us. When it comes to moving to Bay Area, California, we got your back. Alright, let's dive right into it. At number 1 for pros is the location. Location, of course. Sunnyvale is located at the southern tip of the peninsula, and that is where you would want to be if you are in tech industry. So you have the San Jose down in the south, where you have a lot of tech companies who have established their offices. Same with San Francisco up in the north. You are close to Menlo Park and Palo Alto, where you have all these startups founded, and then you have Menlo Park and Cupertino, which also have a lot of tech companies plus have awesome schools. So Sunnyvale is the place to be. If you have an international flyer in your family, then you can choose to fly from either San Francisco airport, which is about 45 minutes away, or from San Jose airport, which is about 25 minutes away. At number 2, we have weather. Weather across Bay Area is generally good. Same thing applies to Sunnyvale. So summer isn't too hot. It generally doesn't go beyond 90 Fahrenheit. When there is heat wave, which is generally about once a week per month, it could hit even 105 Fahrenheit, but otherwise it's generally very bearable. In winter, it doesn't snow, it doesn't get frosty. As for the rains, it generally rains about 30 days per year. Generally, they are very mild showers. We don't get thunderstorms that often. Humidity is also low here. It doesn't get too humid. In fact, it could actually get dry. We have a very dry weather. At number 3, we have public transport. So you have Caltrain, VTA, and the general public bus that's available. Caltrain and VTA is available every 20 minutes, and if you're in the right neighborhood, even these stations are very close to you. At number 4, we have diversity. We have pretty good diversity here in Sunnyvale. Let me read the stats from 2019 census from my notes here. About 39% of the population here is white, 45% is Asian, about 17% is Hispanic, and 1.6% is African American. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like the information that I have provided you so far, then please go ahead and like the video. This way I'll grow, I'll know what you like, the channel will grow. This will tell YouTube that you got the information that you were looking for. Thank you. Now coming to cons. At number 1, we have cost of living. When you compare the cost of living in Sunnyvale to cities across country, it is really high. And if you compare that against the cost of living in the cities that's on the peninsula, then it's probably not that high. Of course, the housing forms the major component in the cost of living, and average median home sale price here in Sunnyvale is about 1.8 million. Average median rent is about 3.4 thousand. At number 2 for cons is the schools. I mean, for the 1.8 million that we pay for houses and overall high cost of living, the schools here are really mediocre. If you want to go to a good school district here in the peninsula, then even if you're in Sunnyvale, if you have to be closer to Mountain View so that you will be served by the schools from those districts. And because of that, because of better schools, as you move towards these suburbs, the house prices also increase similarly, right? So the closer you are to Mountain View, the higher the price you pay for either rent or owning a house. If you compare the housing price in this part of the neighborhood in Sunnyvale against, say, a house in Cupertino or Mountain View or Palo Alto, which have schools with high ratings, Sunnyvale still is good. Now, if you compare that against the housing price in the East Bay, like say Fremont, Dublin, or Pleasanton, where you have again the good school district, characteristics, well, yes, the Sunnyvale doesn't fare that good. But then, like I said in the pros, if you consider the location of Sunnyvale, it is very close to all the tech giants anywhere on the peninsula, or even South Bay in San Jose. If you need to go from, say, Dublin to San Jose or Pleasanton to San Jose, you are going to spend about 1.5 to 2 hours easily each way, and that is during the peak hours. During the non-peak hours, it takes about 45 minutes to 1 hour easily. At number 3 for cons is traffic. While Sunnyvale is strategically located, which is close to all the good points in Peninsula, San Francisco, San Jose, Cupertino, Mountain View, Palo Alto, Menlo Park, all these hot suburbs, the time that's going to take you from Sunnyvale to these places is high. If you want to go to San Francisco Airport, it takes about 45 minutes during peak hours. If you want to go to San Jose Airport, it takes about 25 to 30 minutes. If you want to go to Menlo Park or Palo Alto, again it takes about 20-25 minutes. So sometimes it could feel for you like it is not helpful. If you are living in East Bay and you want to cross the bay and visit these places, go to these places for work, then you're looking at 1.5 to 2 hours of travel easily. So in a sense, Sunnyvale, even though centrally located, we cannot really easily go to Menlo Park or Palo Alto during peak times. At number 4 in cons, we have nightlife. Sunnyvale has downtown, but nightlife is still blah. So most of the people would prefer to go to Castro Street in Mountain View or go to Palo Alto downtown or San Jose downtown. It's not that big a deal, but if it means something to you to have good nightlife, nice place to hang around during the weekend, then Sunnyvale doesn't have really much to offer. As you can see, where you live, even in Sunnyvale, totally matters. How close you are to public transport systems, how close you are to freeways, how close you are to highways, how close you are to Mountain View or Cupertino totally matters. If schools matter, if the time for commute matters to you. So if you are looking to move to Sunnyvale, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or ping us on WhatsApp or Signal, and we'll be glad to help you and find you a house that fits the lifestyle that you desire. Until next video, see you then.